we saw all of these like crazy things. Schools were shutting down. The NBA was getting canceled. People are going crazy for toilet paper.
Yeah.
We're like, what did we miss in these like 3 days? Like, it was just insane how fast things changed.
We know that everything has been so crazy lately with COVID-19 and quarantine, but Jordyn was able to marry her best friend, and I think that is so awesome. So I just wanted to chat with her, get to know her a little bit better, and see how she actually went about doing that. Jordyn, I just want to start with like your love story. How did you even meet your husband?
So it's kind of crazy because after I served a mission, and after I came home, I was like, I don't know what I want to do. And so I spent some time just kind of like wandering around. I worked a little bit. And then after I was like, well, I guess I'll just go to like BYU in Provo. I applied, got in, had all my classes ready. And a week before I was supposed to move out there, I had this huge like feeling like I'm not supposed to go there. I was like, I'm going to go volunteer. Like, I'm going to go somewhere crazy and just go volunteer. And so I got into a program to go volunteer in Russia.
Whoa.
And there I met a friend. And she was also in the program. And she was like, come to BYU, Idaho with me. Like, you'd love it. But I ended up like feeling good about it, and so I ended up going there. And then our first day there, my roommates upstairs, they asked me if we wanted to go to like a game night, and they showed me a picture of some guys who would be there, and one of them was his cousin, who I love, he's awesome, and the other one was of my now husband, and I was like, yes, like, he's awesome, like, I want him.
Yes.
And so we went to that game night, and it was awesome. He was super cool. He did have a girlfriend at the time.
That's great. Hard. Yeah.
So I, didn't really pursue anything. The next week after that, there was this cute guy I saw at Dairy Queen, and I was like, oh, like, well, I'll get his number, because I didn't want to wait around for Jace. So when we went to go get his number, Jace happened to be there with us at that time, so he saw me, like, get another guy's number, and that was kind of the point where he was like, oh shoot, like, I had to act fast. After that week, we started going out, and then we were together 2 months before we got engaged.
I totally get it.
That's it.
I always said that I wasn't going to be that lady that like got married super fast, because I'm in the industry and I'm like, oh yeah, it's not gonna happen. Then I met my husband now, and I was just like, oh well, there goes that plan. When you know, and I'm like, I just want to be with him forever, and I want my forever to start as soon as it can. So at what point did he break up with the other girl?
I really don't know the details of like how it all went down. All I know is that like he was like, all right, like, we're good. And
peace out.
I still to this day don't know all the details. It was kind of hard because like she was really close with his family, and they were together for like 8 months, and so it was just, like, it wasn't right, Yeah,
so. I was in a relationship before that for like 4 years, and we were never on the same page, even though we tried so hard. So when I met Daniel, my husband now, we were always on the same page, like from day one. That just made everything so much easier. That's awesome.
She is engaged now to his roommate, so everything's good.
Wow,
like,
that's awesome.
Now,
Congrats to her.
Happy endings for everyone.
Yes, that's so great. When did you decide that you wanted to like elope and get married and all of this?
For Christmas, his dad bought all of us to go on a cruise with them. At the beginning of March, we were planning on going, and like little things about like the virus was coming out, nothing like crazy. It was mostly like still in China, and so we're like, okay, like we're still gonna go. So we ended up going, and so we didn't have Wi-Fi in the boat for like a solid 3 or 4 days until we got into our destination. And then as soon as we did, we saw all of these like crazy things. Schools were shutting down. The NBA was getting canceled. People are going crazy for toilet paper. Yeah. We're like, what did we miss in these like 3 days? Like, it was just insane how fast things changed. When we finally got off the boat, we were both working in Texas at the time, and we were working in the field where we just do fundraising. So we go to schools, but all the schools were shut down. Then we get a call from the temple, because we were supposed to get married in the Boise temple on May 9th. And they call us and they're like, look, it's not looking good. You're probably not gonna be able to get married this day. And we were like, whoa, like, what are we gonna do? Like, and so finally I just called the courthouse and I was like, are you guys gonna be open, like, to even get a marriage license? And they said that they're just running things hour by hour and that they could be closed like today. And so we raced to the courthouse the next day, and we're like, we're just gonna do this on Friday because we don't know. And we talked to our families about it.
Wow. Oh my gosh. While you were telling that story, I just got the chills. Like, I just can't imagine if that had happened to me. That's crazy. So let's go back just a little bit. I want to know how he proposed, because I love that.
Basically, he was like, hey, I want to take some cute Christmas pictures. And I was like, like, I don't want to do that. Like, he's like, I hired someone. Like, it's just going to be so cute. And I was like, whatever. I get all dressed up. He picks me up. We get in the car. And then all of a sudden, his sister gets in the car and his cousin gets in the car with us. And I'm like, hey guys, like what's up? They gonna take pictures with us? We did go take some like cute pictures like downtown. All of a sudden, like while she's taking pictures, he hands me a note and it is like, I hope you like scavenger hunts. Everyone left except for his sister, and she's like, get in the car. And it was like a clue saying where we first met. So we go to her house and there's another clue there. Another clue into what led to where we had our first date at the bowling alley. So there was this like virtual reality game, and they were like, oh, you can come play this. Some workers like, come play this free game on me. So I put it on. I was doing it. The worker was like, there's something wrong with like the function. Like I have to take it off for a second. And then I took it off. He was standing there with all my friends kneeling, and then he asked to marry me. So it was so thought out. It was so cute.
Oh my gosh. That sounds just like straight from a movie.
So thought out. So sweet.
You guys decide to elope, and then what happened?
So we got our marriage license, and then we only told our parents at the time. Because we were in San Antonio, and all his family was in Idaho. All of mine were in St. Louis. It was just not feasible for anyone to just come down there with us. There's always these like negative things you hear about eloping. Pretty much like 2 days before is when we like told. We just kind of like put a message out, be like, hey everyone, like we are getting married this day at this time. So if you want to like Facebook Live, if you guys want to watch it, like totally do it. I didn't have flowers or any like makeup people or anything like that. I really, we just went out the day before. We got like a white dress that we could find the one store that was open.
Wow. Where did you do it?
This like little chapel. And there's this guy who works for the courthouse, and so he civilly married us.
Okay, that's awesome. Do you have any plans to celebrate after this is all over?
We're planning on like still having a big celebration like after, whenever we can get like sealed and get married in the temple. And then also something for my family out in St. Louis. Those were always our plans to like do that in the summer, but we don't know if it's going to happen that way.
When people think of elopements, it's like running away, right? But nowadays, it's more about the focus on you as a couple. And I think that that's really special, and you will still get the opportunity to share it with everyone.
Yeah, and that's what like we wanted. We wanted everyone to still be able to like partake of our wedding.
Is there anything that you would change or add to the elopement?
I feel like the only thing I would change, maybe planning a little bit more, because we really did like do it off the whim. Like I mentioned, I do like photography for weddings, and a lot of them were like really like thought out. Like they did have like flowers, they did have family there. It was beautiful. It was so beautiful just to be married to him. But obviously it's not like the wedding that you dream of, like as a girl and things like that. So just like more planning of like, we're gonna take pictures before and after. We're gonna like get a small little cake for us. We can like have dinner or something like that. We didn't really have any of those plans at all.
I'm sure it was really special. Do you have like any tips or tricks for people or advice for people that are engaged right now and are maybe thinking about eloping?
If it feels right and it feels like it will be a special moment for you, then do it, because you'll still have that like beautiful day. And that's what kind of got me through it, because I remember calling my mom being like, I just like I don't feel pretty, like I'm not gonna feel pretty. I always thought I'd look like amazing and like have that beautiful dress that I already have, and I don't even get to wear it. And she's like reminding me that I'll still have those opportunities to wear the dress. I'll still have those pictures that I want. And if you feel that like eloping doesn't really give you that feeling, like you're willing to wait to just have that special moment you've always been dreaming of, then I would wait. And really, my other piece of advice is that if you do choose to elope, make it as special as you can, even though with everything going on, just make sure it's a beautiful day for you and for everyone else involved.
For sure. It's not something that you should force. If it happens naturally, then let it happen.
Exactly.
Just like falling in love. You mentioned that you're a wedding photographer. That's awesome. How do we find you?
So I have an Instagram, and it's just Jordyn Shrod Photos. That's what I have so far. It's pretty new, so.
That's awesome. I remember when I started like video, and I mean, I've done some photo, but I'm specifically video now. It's just so much fun. I love it. But it is really hard to start. Congrats on that, and congrats on getting married. I'm really excited that you did that, and it's very brave. It's awesome.